guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name's Nicole and I'm an addict, and my sobriety date is July 13th of 2015. I almost forgot. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to like TMZ or any of those like Hey Josh, any of those channels where they talk about like celebrity gossip and stuff like that, but I do because, you know, I just can't help myself. And lately here, Mama June has been struggling with addiction. And, you know, we talk about addiction here on my channel. I'm a recovering drug addict. I have been homeless. I have done some things for drugs that I am not proud of. Let's just say that. And if you haven't watched my story times, go back to my playlist. There is an addiction story time playlist. There is a playlist where I tell my whole story. It's a 4-part series. Each part is an hour long, so it's 4 hours long, but it's worth the watch if you want to know my story. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get at is I have a little bit of experience, you know, in the addiction and recovery side of things. And I also have experience in being in toxic relationships and being in relationships with people when I'm in active addiction. For those of you that might not know, me and my husband are both in recovery. We got sober together. And, you know, that was with everyone telling us that we wouldn't be able to do it. Hey, Lou. Hey, hearts. Everyone was saying, you know, there's no way you're going to be able to stay sober in a relationship. You guys are in a toxic relationship. You know, and where I do believe that a lot of relationships in active addiction are not healthy, I don't think that they're all just, that you should just throw them all out the window, right? So Mama June and her boyfriend Geno. Hey Chet, I'm so glad you made a live stream. What's up? Mama June and her boyfriend Geno are on a tear, and you guys, if you've ever been an active drug addict, you know exactly what it's like whenever you are on a run, right? Like, first of all, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. If you're actively using crack cocaine, methamphetamine, stimulants, you do things that are just like not normal, right? And so Mama June and her boyfriend have been selling all of their things from inside of their house. And it's kind of funny though to like watch TMZ and people who don't have any experience with maybe being an addict or having an addict in their family, and they're like, why are they selling all their stuff? What are they doing? It's like they're selling their stuff so they can get more dope. That's what they're doing, you know? So basically she's listed all their things on the Facebook marketplace, which first of all, what? I wouldn't, like, I don't even sell stuff on Facebook marketplace if I was going to sell things, because I just don't trust people, you know? At least I've been done dirty. So there's like videotapes of her and Geno like all erratically like tweaking around, and they got a huge dumpster out in front of their house because they've been pilfering through stuff, right? And throwing half like odds and ends away, and then little clutter all around the ground around their house. There's missing screens off the window, air conditioning units hanging out of the window, like just your typical crack meth den, right? They probably tweaked out, started seeing people out the blinds, and popped their screens off the windows, right? Or I know there was lots of times where we would get wires and strip the wires to get the copper and stuff out of them, and then take the copper and trade it for money. I know, Josh, that's good though, you know, like you don't want to go around people that are in active addiction, because when we're in active addiction, all we think about is how we can get what we need to get by, you know, and that doesn't make people who are addicts bad people. you know, because they're not bad people, they're just sick in their addiction, you know. And a lot of times these drugs, especially nowadays, that people are getting, like the ice, the meth, the crack, the cocaine, the heroin, the fentanyl, it's like all cut and has all these different things in it. And it's like super powered dope, right? Like, I keep on thinking, like, people will ask me, like, do you think you're going to relapse? Or what would you think would happen if you relapsed, Nicole? I'll tell you what would happen if I relapsed. I would die. I would die. I live in Southwest Detroit. Abandoned houses, stripping houses all day. Oh, I can't even imagine. I have a friend who lives in Detroit, and he takes us around on his channel, and he he vlogs the abandoned buildings and stuff. And it's just like, they look so dilapidated. Now, we don't have a lot of houses that are like that here where I live, thank goodness, because the city, they keep up on stuff like that pretty well, because they don't want, you know, it to become a place where people are like, you know, like a shooting gallery. But I have been in houses like that before when I was in my addiction. So I wanted to talk about it because I was thinking, like, let me come on here and ask you guys what you think. So Geno and Mama Beth are both in their active addiction, okay? Now, Geno is a known felon. He has had run-ins with the law before, and he started dating Mama Beth, right? Do you think that they're in a toxic relationship? The only thing they fix it. I know, I've seen it. I was like, what is going on over there? Because it just looks all run down. It's sad. That's sad. So what is you guys' opinion? Do you guys think that people who are, it's the same guy she was with, okay, so she used to be with a guy named Sugar Bear, okay? Geno is a drug addict, okay? And I think Mama Beth might have had a priors with drug addiction, but like not as bad as Geno. And now she's like full-fledged strung out. So anyways, not to like talk bad about her, say that, you know, because it's serious. Like, it's sad. It is sad seeing somebody in their active addiction like that, struggling and like getting rid of all that stuff. Well, Josh, I have to tell you, my mom and dad are still married to this day, and I'm married, and I'm staying married. I'm not going to get divorced. And you know why 50% of all marriages fail? Because people don't want to do the work. People don't want to work out their problems. The minute they have a problem, the minute something goes not their way or something happens, it's like, oh, I got to divorce you, right? And I'm not talking about people beating people up. I'm not talking about cheating and infidelity. I'm talking about just disagreements that you could work out, right? I'm not talking about serious stuff. Like, I do think there are some things that, you know, you can divorce somebody for. Like, if they're hitting you, do not stay, get the hell out of there, run as fast as you can. But I think that there's some things that we can work through, you know? Yeah, buddy. It don't need to be plugged in. Well, it is now, Josh. It didn't used to be. It didn't used to be. Okay. My relationship wasn't always a healthy relationship. We've worked really hard, you guys, really hard, to get to where we're at today. So let's just say, for shits and giggles, that Mama June and Geno are mad in love, right? Like, they're head over heels in love. The chances of them both getting sober and staying sober, right, are not as good as the chances of one of them, you know, them separating and getting sober by themselves, right? Which I totally understand why, like, my mom and my dad and everybody in my life was saying, hey, you know, you and Neil need to break up because y'all are not going to be good for each other, because we were both in active addiction. But if they want to get sober and they want to change their lives, they can. The only thing that makes it difficult is having them both come to that willingness to change at the same time is damn near impossible, right? The only reason me and my husband came to that willingness at the same time, you guys, is because our son got taken from us, right? So that pushed me and my husband to make a change, because if we hadn't had that happen, what would happen, and the only reason I know this is because it's from experience, was I would get sober and relapse, and he would get sober, and then we would both go out and relapse, and then one of us would get sober and then the other one wouldn't, and back and forth, right? Well, I don't believe you can have a healthy relationship in active addiction, but you can have a relationship. I can tell you that. Because I'm telling you, me and Neil, you guys, my husband, when we met in 2012, we were both like really deep into our addictions. We were shooting up meth and opiates. Basically, when me and my husband met, we were both addicted to intravenous methamphetamine and cocaine, oxycodones, Dilaudids, and morphine, and Xanax. Okay, that was like our regular everyday programming, right? And it wasn't like I met him and I was like, hey, what's up? Do you shoot up? It wasn't like that at all. It was like we were hanging out, got to know each other, and then one day I was just like, hey, you know, like, I don't want to snort my pills. I'd rather do this, right? And then we were both like, yeah, me too, you know? And when you're two drug addicts and you're like lost in your addiction and you find somebody else that you kind of trust, that's the whole thing with me and my husband. It was like we would trusted each other, you know? Like I knew that if I passed out on myself, he wasn't going to hurt me when I was sleeping, and vice versa. And he knew that I wasn't going to rob him blind, because that's another thing. Hey, Sandra, that you run into when you're in active addiction is like a lot of guys, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're with women who are also in active addiction, you got to watch out, because those girls will take you for everything you have. And the only reason I say that is because I used to do it. You know, I used to scheme on guys so much, you guys. I laugh about it now because it's like I'm not doing that anymore, you know, and I've made amends and I've gone back and tried to, you know, do the right thing where I could. But I was a schemer. I was one of them schemer girls. So I just wanted to come on here and shoot the shit with you guys, talk about Geno and Mama June, and put some concealer on. I'm not putting on a lot of makeup on. I'm actually just chilling. Me and Nate are going to go to the park here in a second. But active addiction is no joke. And it's sad to see. And that's what makes it even worse for Geno and Mama June, is that they're celebrities. So they're like out there for everyone to see, you know, everyone's following them around. They can't get no privacy, you know. Yes, girl, take everything not glued down. Oh my gosh. There was a saying that, have y'all ever heard the saying, a tweaker will steal your dope and help you look for it. I dated a woman that was a drug addict. She took off the day she found out that she was pregnant. Josh, you know what? That is so awesome that she actually gave the baby up, though. Because do you know how many people I see who don't have the wherewithal or the self-awareness to know that they can't take care of the baby? And so, for instance, me, right? I thought that I could take care of my son. And I'm so glad that I have him today. Like, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, like, I thought that I could get sober because I was pregnant, and I didn't, you guys. And I used during my pregnancy, you know. And my son, I'm like so grateful that he's okay and that he came out, you know, perfect. My son's perfect. There's nothing wrong with him. But it's not because I was a good mom. It's not because I took care of my son while I was pregnant. Because while I was pregnant, I was shooting meth. And I am, like, you guys don't understand. It's taken me so long to get to the point where, like, I don't cry every time I tell that story, you know, because I used to just sob my eyes out. Hey, Chet, I'll see you later, babe. Right. And so now I'm just so grateful that I have my son, and that God gave me a second chance to change my life, you guys, because I'm seriously, like, it was bad times back then. It was a hard time, you know, and it's not anything I'm proud of. And I don't think any addict who was in active addiction, pregnant is proud of that. So, hey, Kelly. So let's say, I want to talk about one more thing. Okay. So I was watching, I don't know if you guys have ever watched this, but there's this, if you type in on the search bar on YouTube and you type in police officer adopts drug addict's baby, right? There's a story about this girl in New Mexico, right? Who, she was shooting heroin and she was 8 months pregnant. And a police officer found her shooting up behind the gas station, okay? And so he was like, don't you know you're gonna kill your baby, blah, blah, blah. And the lady just started crying. It was so emotional. Like, I started crying watching the video, okay? Me and my mom watched it this weekend. Yes, it was so good. And so he ends up getting the baby and adopting the baby, right? And the girl, her name's Crystal. She ended up getting into treatment, and she's sober today. Like, I just went and found her update, right? I think this happened in like 2017. So, oh gosh, I just think that's amazing. That's the most giving work. That is the most giving act of service that anyone could ever do for anyone. Adopting their baby so she could, you know, so the baby would have a good place to live. Because the girl knew, she was like, I can't take care of this baby. I'm giving it up for adoption. And the police officer said, well, do you know who's going to take the baby? Who's going to adopt him? And she was like, no, I don't. And he was like, I'm going to adopt him. And so she went into labor 5 weeks later, and him and his wife adopted the baby. They already had 4 kids, and they named the little baby girl Hope. And I thought, wow, hey, Kim, that is just... And he ended up getting, like, all this recognition by the president and, like, an award, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, he didn't even need an award. He just did the most amazing thing. Can you imagine seeing someone who is pregnant and addicted to drugs and not knowing that person and taking on their child, taking their baby and making that child yours? That's not your baby. You don't know if that baby's going to be born with, you know, defects or mental retardation because of the heroin abuse, you know? Oh, gosh. It was just like such, when I watched that, I bawled my eyes out, you guys. Bawled my eyes out. I mean, I couldn't stop crying. It was so good. So good. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk with you guys for a few minutes and just kind of talk about Mama June and her whole situation with Geno. I really hope that she pulls it together and, you know, gets out of that situation. Either gets out of the situation and gets sober, or Geno and her both changed their lives. You know, I don't think that anybody is a lost cause, okay? I think everyone is worth saving, even someone who has been addicted to drugs for ever, right? Everybody is worth saving. There's no lost causes out there. Sometimes I feel like people make it extra difficult to help them, which is something I've experienced, you know, trying to help people here on YouTube. But there's nobody that's out of reach for being helped. So, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I wanted to come on here and just throw a video up, talk some shit with you guys, and just let you guys know that over on my second channel, Bingeaholics Anonymous, I've uploaded twice today because I talked to you guys this morning and I talked to you guys about what I ate today at lunch. So if you want to know how I'm doing with that, go ahead and subscribe to that second channel. I hope you guys are, you know, making healthy choices in your life. You know, some of you guys might not need to lose weight like me, but there's choices that I need to make changes in, you know, with the way I eat, and this is going to help me in the long run. So if you want some inspiration, or you just want a community of people who are trying to get in shape and eat right, come over there. It's called Bingeaholics Anonymous. You guys know I had to put a little bit of funny spin in there. And honestly, you guys, and I'm a bingeaholic, and that's what this channel is helping me to stay. It's helping me to stay accountable, you guys. It really, really is. With my eating, I want to get off this extra weight, and then when I get off this extra weight, watch, y'all ain't gonna know what to do. Just wait. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna come on here clowning. Because I'm going to be more confident, you know. Shoot, if I get up off this weight, when I get off this weight, y'all, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to be doing bikini hauls. I'm going to come on here. I'm going to take y'all shopping with me. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to go to the lake. I am going to show up and show out. Because I'm going to be proud, you know. I'm glad you came, Josh. Welcome to the channel. My name is Nicole, and I'm glad to have you here. You come over and hang out with us anytime, man. We're pretty chill. We have a good group of people here. Everybody's real supportive of each other. It's only every now and then that we'll have a troll bop in, and we just get rid of them. So you're safe here. If you ever need anything or you need to talk, all you got to do is message me on Instagram, or you can email me at demeon@yahoo.com. All my information is in the description and the about me of my channel. I talk to people from my channel all the time, so it's not a big deal. Email me, I'll email you right back. No big deal. I actually enjoy getting to know new people from my channel. It's actually something that I look forward to. Talking to you guys. Y'all make my day, and y'all help inspire me. So anything I can do to help you guys, I'll do that, you know, because you guys help me. So we help each other. It's a win-win. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go to the park with my son. Oh, sorry. And I know, Lou. I don't even know how I found you, girl. Like, I was looking up stuff about abuse online. That's how I found you. And I just stumbled on your channel. And most of the people in here, Josh, we all have channels. Most of us do. I mean, there's a whole community of us that have channels that are like, you know, we all hang out and talk to each other in each other's chats. And we also have a Facebook group called Real Talk Recovery. Same as the, was it? I don't know. It might have been. You know, Jexy don't come around no more. I hadn't seen her in forever. She used to pop in all the time and say hi, but now she doesn't come around. I always make sure I go through everybody's videos when they upload and say hi, because I always want to make sure people know I'm still there. Hey, Jeff, what are you doing, buddy? So I made healthy choices today at lunch. I made healthy choices at lunch today. Yes, I did. Social media phobic. I heard that. What's your channel about, Josh? Yeah, I ate a turkey sandwich on rye. And it was actually, you guys, that's the thing, like, I was watching another girl. I want you guys to go subscribe to her channel. I'll get the link and I'll put it in the comment section. I think her channel's called From 100 to Life. I don't know. I'll find it, though. But I was watching her channel, and then I was watching a couple of other girls that are on weight loss journeys. And as long as I prepare my food, like cook it, it's going to be good. Who's that? Who's Matt Towns, Jeff? You know me, I don't know certain people. Now you guys clue me in on who that is. Is he famous? And I don't know it because I'm just like not, you know, I'm not in the know sometimes. It's about nothing. Oh, I understand, Josh. I know what you're saying now. Well, I'm glad you came over here to hang out with us. Welcome to the channel. Stick around. I do live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just so you know. Usually my live streams are at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. He's a rapper? Oh, hell. A real rapper or a recovery rapper? Y'all tell me the truth. Yay! Thanks, Lou. Girl, we're fixing to get in shape. As soon as I can get live stream privileges, we're gonna be doing workouts on my new channel. Just wait and see, you guys. Wait and see. He is a upcoming rapper. Oh, is he an addict? Okay, I will check him out. You know I will. Is he an addict? Oh, he's a rapper and a drug addict. Hey, Captain. What's up, you guys? What's up, Captain? Oh, shucky ducky. Jexy's ears were burning. Or she's been sitting in the chat not saying nothing. What do y'all think it is? What do y'all think it is? What are you doing? We were just saying, Leah was just saying, how did I find her channel? Or she was saying, did I find my channel, your channel, Jexy, through her? And I said, through you. And I said, I don't know if it was through Jexy or if I found it on my own. And then I said, I hadn't seen Jexy in a long time. She hadn't came by and said anything. Came by in the chat. She used to come by all the time. And literally 2 minutes ago, probably, if you rewind it, you'll hear it. Hey, Captain. Yeah, they both have channels too. Jeff has a channel called The Recovery. Captain Napton has a drama channel. And according to Jex, he has a recovery channel. That is so hilarious. Girl, bye. I was just like, but it wasn't bad. We were just, saying. We hadn't seen you around in a while. So, okay. And Jeff's having an interview on his channel, you guys, this Friday. What time are you going to upload it, Jeff? And is it going to be a live stream? Jexy has trivia tonight, you guys, if y'all would like to do trivia online. We have some new people in the chat who are new to my channel, so, and I don't know. Josh, you're not in recovery, right? You're just a normie, right? There he is. There he is. That's Josh. He's new to the channel. Yeah, we have a pretty cool group of people here on YouTube. Like, we're all really just like doing our own thing. I'm just a drunk, no recovery. Well, that's okay. Josh, do you want to get sober? Because if you do, you're in the right place. And we're all going to be here to help you. You are welcome here. Welcome here. We do AA meetings, not AA meetings, but we do big book studies on Mondays at 7 p.m. here. And it's awesome. Like, so many people have been showing up. I literally cried this Monday, y'all, when I got off. I cried during the live stream and I cried after the live stream because I was just thinking about how many new people we had in the meeting. And I was just like, I always want to bring recovery to people who can't get to it. You know, like, I want people to feel included. Josh, that's how it is when you get sober. You mourn the loss of your substance that you abused. And that's exactly what happens. The substance stops working. I had the same experience with alcohol and drugs, where the drugs and the alcohol started turning on me. I was no longer getting the high. I was no longer feeling good from it. It was hurting me. It was harming me, you know? And I'm telling you right now, so many people in here have had the same experience. And that's kind of what pushed us into getting sober, because we were like, dude, I can't do this anymore. I know for me, like, I used to be able to bounce back. I could go out and shoot dope for like a week. I could drink pints of vodka at a time, right? And bounce back, go to work the next day, blah, 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 blah. And now, if I did that today and back when I got sober, I couldn't bounce back. I was struggling, hallucinating, hurting. And so eventually what will happen, Josh, is hopefully the longer you stick around and hang out with all of us, what will happen is that hopefully that willingness to change and the want to get sober will happen. You know, it's a change. It's a process. You might say, hey, right now I don't want to get sober, right? But you might want to in a little bit. Just give it time. Hey, Spotted Elephant, what's up, girl? Where you been? Yeah, we all have been there. Just stick around. And if you're obviously, listen to me, Josh, you're obviously wanting to make a change, because why are you in Real Talk Recovery live stream? How did you find me, Josh? Oh, bad. Mowing grass. Well, you're getting your workout. Spotted Elephant, I started a second channel all about my journey to a better me. Oh, you were just over there, weren't you? Yeah, it's a start. That's all right. It's a start. Look at me. You just stick around. If you need us, we're here. You know, I got the Real Talk Recovery Facebook group. If you want to go in there, I'll add you in there. I think you said you don't do social media, though. That's okay. It's okay. What's up, Steve? Where have you been? How are you doing? What's up, recovery fam? You see that? I'm so happy. I'm seeing everybody I haven't seen in forever from the recovery community. Oh, honey girl, that was my notification. You like that? I was walking through Kroger and it goes, meow. And everybody turned around and looked at me. No cats here. No cats here. My dogs would eat them, y'all. Eat them. I'm so glad you guys are here. Zeke, I'm so glad you're here, man. I look forward to seeing your updates when you post them. Just so you know, I always, I miss seeing regular uploads from you. But I understand not everybody is into doing the regular thing. So I understand. But I miss you, and I like when you do upload. You guys, Zeke is a recovering alcoholic addict, right, Zeke? And he just recently had surgery, not recently, 4 or 5 months ago? on a hernia, I think, and he went through a period where he was like really afraid because he was thinking he might have to take pain medications. And he ended up not having to take the pain medications and going through it and making it and being fine and talking about that struggle. And it was really inspiring to see him go through that surgery and not get fucked up on painkillers, you know? So I was super duper proud of you because, I mean, I know for me, like, especially like when I first got sober, like if I had a chance to get on painkillers, I probably would have taken it, right? Because I haven't been. And so, okay, so I probably would have taken the chance to get the painkillers and eat them all up like the Cookie Monster, because like that's what I do. I eat pills like I'm the Cookie Monster. And so seeing somebody else go through a surgery and not have to take the pills, or you know, even if he did use them and he had a sponsor hold him or somebody like dole them out to him and be responsible, like that's such an inspiring situation. And it makes me know that like that's what I'm gonna do if I ever have to have surgery or I have to have a tooth pulled and I absolutely have to get on medication, then I will have a plan. And that's the whole thing. Have a plan. You know, don't go into surgery and think, oh, I'm just going to get these painkillers and I'm going to take them and this is how I'm going to do that. Because you guys know as much as I know that our minds are so strong, and my mind will tell me, girl, you don't need no help. You got this. And she died at 32 years old from multiple organ failures from long-term drinking and taking Suboxone. I haven't drunk anything since. Good job, Rachel. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so sorry that your sister passed away, man. That is just fucking awful, man. At 32 years old, so young. You know, a lot of people, that's the thing, you guys, like we do so much damage to ourselves in our active addiction that like right now I'm sober, right? But guess what? I've done so much damage to my body in my active addiction that I have hepatitis C. I've got a fatty liver. I mean, if you guys really want me to tell you the real tea, like I got to lose this weight because I have a fatty liver. I'm borderline. I'm knocking on diabetes door. I'm knocking on high blood pressure's door, right? And so I've done so much damage to my body and to my insides in my active addiction that I can't sit here and indulge foods and all this stuff and overeat like I have been doing. I've got to get myself on track, you know? And so for those of you guys that just came in, I started a second channel called Bingeaholics Anonymous, where I'm basically just like showing you guys how fat I am, like real talk. Tonight I'm going to upload, or here in a little bit, I'm going to upload a video with before and after pictures, or before pictures of what I look like, what my shape is like, how big I've gotten. And so I'm doing all that on that second channel because I didn't want to flood my Real Talk recovery with it. Yeah, sorry, girl. Sorry. I know it is bad. I don't know how to silence it. I'll silence it. I'll learn it. I got a new phone, you guys. So that's what I'm doing. It's called Bingeaholics Anonymous. I'm super excited about it, you guys. I'm going to learn how to like vlog for real. You guys are going to y'all are going to go to the grocery store with me. Like y'all are going to help me. Like I'm already writing things down. Somebody came in the comments today and told me that if I wake up in the morning, I need to have 24 ounces of water with 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar and lemon squeezed in it, right? And so drink that first thing in the morning when I wake up. I'm already getting tips and stuff from amazing people that I'm just meeting from the world of weight loss. And so what I felt like was happening here on this channel, you guys, which I love recovery. Like that's my main focus, is helping other people, right? That's my main focus in every situation, is helping others, because that's what helps me stay sober. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. So if I'm helping people lose weight, or I'm helping people get sober, or I'm helping people, you know, not feel ashamed of their addiction, or if I'm helping people, you know, who are new moms, early in their recovery. I just want to help everybody any way I can by sharing my experience, right? And so that's what helps me stay sober. It's like, that's how I stay sober, is through giving back and service work and staying accountable, right? With my sponsor and my sponsees and you guys. That's what helps me stay on the right path. So anything I do, y'all, is always going to come back to giving service work. It's all going to always come back to that, because without without other people in my life, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be sober. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, the 12 steps, I'm heavy into 12 steps, if y'all hadn't noticed that. And I've been kind of pulling out of the AA 12 steps and getting more into the MERA, Medically Assisted Recovery Anonymous 12 steps. But I want you guys to know, like, the fundamental 12-step program, like the Alcoholics Anonymous program, is what taught me how to relive my life. It's what taught me that, giving back to others and doing service is going to help me stay sober. I learned that from my sponsor. And I see it in other people, and I learn it from them, and I see it working in other people's lives. Like, I see it firsthand. And I'm kind of going into a tangent, but no big deal. I'll change the title of this video to something different. But I don't ever want anybody to get discouraged or think, oh, well, I have to work a 12-step program to stay sober. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm telling you guys is that working the 12 steps has changed my life. It's helped me to have a better life. It's really not even about the sober part, right? Anyone can get sober. Anyone can get sober. Anyone can stop drinking. Anyone can stop doing drugs. I'm talking about the internal healing that has come from working a 12-step program. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the inside, okay? Celebrate Recovery, amazing. Sandra, you need to get back into that, girl. Amazing. Those programs and the fellowship it's I love it. I love it. And that's what I'm trying to create here on the channel with our Mara meetings on Fridays. I don't know if you guys came to the last Mara meeting we had. It was so awesome. It was so awesome. People were sharing, and you know what I mean by sharing in the comments. And I was sharing, and I read you guys' comments out loud, and it was just it was so awesome, you guys. It was just good. And we talk about all kinds of different topics that we all struggle with, right? Like this last Friday, we talked about being moms, being parents in early recovery, in recovery in general, being sober and having kids, right? Because there's just magic balance that, first of all, when you're a mom, you have to find, and then second of all, when you're in recovery. So it's like a double whammy of balance. And I love talking to you guys. I just love talking to y'all. So my little boy, when he gets out of school, I let him play his video game, which is the Roblox, for a little bit, for about an hour. And then we're going to do our homework, right? And then after we do homework, we're going to go to do our little workout, which, just so you guys know, we're just going hiking. Today, I'm going to take him to the dog park. We're going to take our dogs out. What is that in Eastern time? I can't ever remember. Is it 9 o'clock? Oh, really? Yeah, Nate started. He's been in school for 2 weeks now. It's so awesome, you guys. Oh, okay. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, Rachel. And I'm telling you, listen, you guys know that I'm working on, I'm in Central Time Zone. I'm in Arkansas, Josh. You know that I'm working on my Suboxone taper, you guys. And I'm telling you right now, this last drop, going from 8 milligrams to 6 milligrams, guess what? I can tell. I've been yawning. Well, I haven't been yawning anymore, but last week when I first really started dropping it down, I started yawning after halfway through the day. But I think that I'm finally getting it balanced out in my system, and hopefully I won't be having that problem anymore. But I could tell that going from 8 to 2, I could tell, or 8 to 6, I could tell. Now, my doctor said this next time we go down, which is going to be from 6 to 4, he was like, you're not even really going to be able to tell. But he figured that I would be able to tell this last one that we did. I'm so excited, you guys, to be able to like get down low and tell you guys like what it's like and how I'm feeling, because I feel like there's so much misinformation on YouTube about Suboxone and Suboxone withdrawal and Suboxone tapers. Like, I just feel like there's so many people who are not being transparent and honest. I feel like there's so many people that are making videos that are taking Suboxone off the street and not being honest about their prescriptions. And I just feel like there's just so much misinformation. So I want to take you guys through this damn Suboxone journey with me. And I know that, you know, a lot of you guys are probably like, damn, it's taking you forever to get from 12 to 6. And yeah, it has. But it's because I'm only dropping down 2 milligrams every 3rd month, you guys. I'm not dropping fast. That's the key to getting off without withdrawal, or with virtually any, really, with a low. Sorry, y'all. That's the key to getting off Suboxone. With the least amount of withdrawal, you guys. Oh yeah, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to Dr. B, he's amazing. He comes on the channel at least, he hasn't been on in about a month. So I got to get him on. Okay? But Rachel, do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to shade anybody, you guys. I'm not trying to shade anyone. But I have to tell you guys, like, I can see a bullshitter, right? I can see right through people. And that's why a lot of people in the recovery community who also have channels don't like me. Because when you're bullshitting, I'm going to tell you, I know you're bullshitting. When you're taking other substances mixed with your Suboxone, I'm going to tell you. When you're snorting your Suboxone, I'm going to say something about it, right? And a lot of people don't like that, okay? So what's happened is I've gotten this like reputation as somebody who will call you out. And so some people will just not even come over here because of that. And it's like, it's not out of hate or malice or me trying to be mean or ugly. I'm trying to help you, you know? The only person you're hurting is yourself when you're lying and you're being dishonest. You know, the only person that you're doing anything wrong to is yourself, right? You're doing a disservice to yourself when you're not honest, you guys, and you're lying about stuff and hiding. It's what I'm trying to say to you guys is you're only hurting yourself, right? I'm not going to be hurt by it. And when I see that and I try to help somebody with that and say, hey, listen, like, I'll do anything I can to help you. I mean that. And when I comment or I say, hey, you know, be careful, this or that and the other, it's never to try and make somebody feel like it's because I'm concerned, you know? So anyway, it's not even about tough love. It's about just being honest. That's what it's about. It's about being honest. And some people are not honest, you guys. Okay, Josh, I'll see you later. Thanks for coming in, baby. And that bothers me. And it doesn't bother me, but it makes me sad for them. That's what it is. It makes me sad for them, you guys, because I know that until they get honest, that a lot of stuff's not going to happen, right? You guys know the deal. What do you got to be when you get your recovery going on? What are the 3 indispensables? Does anybody know? I bet you Jexy knows. Honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. Okay. In the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, in the very first chapter, I think it says honesty like 12 times, you guys. That's how imperative it is to be honest about things, because no one can help you if you're lying. No one can help you if you're hiding, you know? Now listen, I'm not talking about like, okay, let me go ahead and clear this up real quick. There's some people, okay, if you're being honest with God and your sponsor, then good, that's what you need to be doing. Now, if you have a YouTube channel and you have to protect yourself because your kids or something like that, I understand that too, you know? But I'm talking about people who literally have recovery channels and they're like literally built on a lie. That's what I'm talking about, okay? So, just, that's what I mean. And I'm not like that. I don't want anyone to have to feel like they have to hide anything. You know what I'm saying? I do know that the world is a cruel place and that, you know, sometimes we have to do things to protect ourselves because people are damn cruel. Do you know what I'm saying? Damn cruel. What up? Stop Speeding's in the house. I'm so glad you came into a live stream, man, because a lot of people don't know you have a channel over there. So, you guys, what's your name? Because I don't know if I know your name. Stop Speeding has a channel about stop speeding. And he was a methamphetamine addict. And IV, right? IV meth addict. And I found him one day. Honestly, I was looking, Andrew. You guys go subscribe to Andrew. I was looking, how did I find you, Andrew? I think I was looking in Reddit. I think I was in Reddit, or I was looking up some crazy tweaker stuff, right? And then his channel popped up. So I'm serious, like, pretty sure Mama June, a tweaker. I'm pretty sure too. We were just talking about that. I've literally been streaming for about an hour. She's doing shout outs today. That's right. Yeah, she's selling all her stuff, Andrew. So did you see the clip of her on TMZ when she was just like holding that wad of money and like just jaw jacking? I cannot tell you guys how many times I have looked like that with my jaw jacking. Oh, it's so sad, isn't it? Honestly, it makes me sad, you guys. It is so sad because they are struggling. They're not having fun. Okay, after you get strung out on meth for a long time, you're not having fun anymore, okay? You're seeing shit that's not there. You're hallucinating. You're just cracked out. Once you get to a certain point, it's just not even fun anymore. And you know what? I think that's what it is. I think because they're famous and they have they did have money, you know? They took that money and they got all kinds of crazy with it, you know? So, anyway, I have sat here and just talked. Y'all, I love you guys. I hope you have a good day. Go subscribe to everybody that has come in the channel. They all have recovery channels, sharing their journeys. And if you guys haven't already, subscribe to my new channel. It's going to be all about my journey to get this fucking weight off me. And we'll get skinny together. Okay? I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our Mara meeting, okay? Love y'all.